Of course it just turned nighttime. Dang it. You know, I like recording during the day. It's just because it looks better. But, you know, I mean, the night sky looks so beautiful. Maybe I need to start recording in the night more. I have so many torches out all the time. I just don't ever get to appreciate it. Oh, goodness. But, yeah, I was just... I was about to start recording, and I realized I left my door open. And I went to go close it, and by the time I got back, it was nighttime. I just started at night. It's fine. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on our Amplified World. How you guys doing today? Yeah, I'm doing really good. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really great day. We're back, and I don't have a lot of time for this today, but we are going to be getting into something today. You know, I was up there, I was scouting out some things to do, and I had so many plans for this episode, and unfortunately, all of them has fallen through the cracks in some way, shape, or form. So off screen, I have been doing a little bit of work. I worked on this, and I kind of mimicked this here. Wait, was it this one? I can't remember which one it was. I think it was this one, wasn't it? No, yes, it was. It was this one. I mimicked kind of this one and that one over there, and I kind of just combined them and made that. I made a bowl with the support structures that I did over there for that one down there. I thought it came out really good. Now, the thing is, I can't figure out how in the world I'm going to get up there. I have a ladder right now, and I don't like the ladder, and I think we're going to be changing that today if I have time to do that. I had a lot of plans today. All of them were going to take longer than I have the allotted amount of time that I have to make this video. But yeah, so the show must go on. I was thinking about doing something, and I don't think I'm going to because it's going to hurt the logistics of this here. And my plan was to remove this completely and just bring that all the way down, which I'm pretty sure someone told me to do that. There was some reason why I thought of doing it, because it's probably because someone told me to. And I don't want to do that. The reason I don't is because I think that kind of looks cool. And the other reason is because it's going to kind of congest this area down here. And I tried mapping it out in my head, and I think if I ended up doing that, let me look at this real quick. The pressure plate to activate the thing is going to be like right here. It's going to either be right here or right here, and it's just I'm always afraid I'm going to end up hitting it. So I think I'm going to keep it like it is, and then I'm going to try to do the thing that I had in mind. You know, staircase up here, had a platform staircase up there. I just don't know if it's going to work. So today I was thinking about what I wanted to do, and that's the thing. Now, what I think I'm going to do is, because I have a lot of different projects I haven't finished yet. I always do that. Unfortunately, I have a habit of starting things and not finishing them. So I have a couple different things that I need to do. I need to finish up this area over here. I need to connect this and finish up this little bridgeway. I just have it diorite. I think what I'm going to do today is do this here on the railing and then do a little enclosure for it. And I also think I'm going to go and finish our thing over here by the mining thing, and then we're gonna have a little chit-chatty episode. So today we're going to be very talkative. Me and you, we're gonna get really intimate today. I mean, we're gonna get really intimate. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today, and let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm out of glowstone. Of course I'm out of glowstone. Of course I'm out of glowstone. And I have figured something out too late. I am out of glowstone, and I need glowstone to build with. Dang it. Glowstone, I need you in my mouth. All right, come here, glowstone. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I thought I'd go ahead and have... I always feel like if I say we're gotta have a talk, guys, I always feel like people feel that and like just take it as negative. It's not a negative. That's not what I'm getting at. I just wanted to have a chit chat with you guys. I haven't talked to you guys I have not like talked to you guys one-on-one in quite a while. I need some netherrack. Give me some of this. But I haven't talked to you guys one-on-one in a little while. Besides, you know, we had the Q&A a couple episodes ago, and then I think yesterday for you guys, depending on when this video gets out, if I can get it done today. Very stressful on time today. I don't like breaking that up because I always feel like people, when they hear that, they think, oh, well, if you're stressed for time, why are you making a video? And I'm like, because I make them for you guys. That's the reason why I do them. And sometimes episodes are just a little bit lazier than other ones. So unfortunately today just won't be one of those days that we get a ton of things done. I always feel like I'm making excuses. I feel bad. I'm sorry. But back to what I was saying. We haven't had like a really sit down talkity episode in a while, and I thought we'd go ahead and do that. You know, besides the Q&A we had, which by the way went over really well with you guys. Thank you for all the support on that video. And yesterday, we had a different kind of video that came out. No, come back! I need you in my belly. I need you, Glowstone. you look terrible. Let me just say that. But I need you because you let off light and you look better than torches. Thank you for the glowstone. How much is that? 13. I'm gonna need more than that. So let's go ahead and pillar over here. This is danger zone, baby. Don't fail me now, pinky finger. Because if you do, I'm screwed. So, like I was saying, oh, this is scary. Oh, this is scary. Frostwalker doesn't work on lava. I have fire protection. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't panic. Okay, back to what I was saying. So I had a video that went out yesterday that was a little bit different than what I usually do, and it was a tutorial video over that minecart thing that I said I was going to do, and I actually got a better reception than I thought I was going to. I'm always afraid of trying new stuff. I'm just not someone who likes change, and I was afraid people are going to be like, wait a minute, no wait, that's not your voice, and I don't ever point directly at certain people saying that this is their voice. I have a voice. Oh, let me make sure I'm centered before I stop crouching. I don't want to die, but I always have like a collective voice I give to my audience, and that doesn't mean that I like give it to any sort of any person in general. I just like making the voice, but I always like imagine that you guys are like, oh my god, Ballentinelp, you're not a tutorial guy. Why are you making this video instead of your Let's Play videos? Anyways, I just like doing different things. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to do that video. I had a realization the other day. And I always feel bad whenever I have these because I always feel like I always overthink things way too much. Come back! Oh, well, those things are doomed. You're going to die anyway, so let's go ahead and clear this out. Please don't kill myself while I'm doing this. Where's the thing down here? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Pro skills. Pro Minecraft skills, baby. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I always feel like I really don't like trying new things. I'm always one of those people that if something works, why change it? So, I came to a realization the other day that my job as a content creator involves two different things. It involves making content for you guys, but also it involves trying to grow the community. And usually what I try to do is I try to focus more on the content side, and I usually let the growing community side left to just to do it on its own. I don't really try to affect it at all, and if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But then I came to like a realization. It's like that's kind of my job too. I'm kind of obligated to do that, and I'm not saying that I have to do it. I'm just saying, well, part of me, I really want it to happen. I want to do it, but I usually don't do it because I feel like if I try too hard, people don't like that. It's raining. Dang it! Can I sleep? Is it sleep time? Oh no, it looks like it's daytime. Oh, it's this. Yay, it was nighttime. Super sad, super happy face. I thought it was daytime. All right, bye-bye, rain. But like I was saying, I always feel like if I look like I'm trying too hard to grow the community, it looks bad on me because then I feel like, especially in my eyes, I don't know if this is actually how people feel, but whenever I do stuff, this, by the way, was on my mind. That's the reason I'm bringing it up. I'm sorry if I'm just dumping a whole lot of stuff on you guys just randomly. It was on my brain. It was on my brain. I gotta talk about it. But I always feel like if I try too hard, it looks bad on me because I always feel like it makes me look like I'm trying too hard, or it makes me look like I'm a like whore. That's the reason I don't like asking for likes. I just hate doing it. I just feel terrible doing it. And it's one of the things that just bothers me. That's the reason why I don't do it very much. But then I came to realization the other day that's kind of my job, because if I end up failing in the long run, let's just say, dang it, why don't you connect? That right. Better. Let's go there. That's good. It's very good. Now we got the diorite instead of the glowstone, which it don't. I have glowstone in the bottom, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Dang it, because now I can't get there. Maybe I'll just hollow this out. Maybe that'll look bad. Probably. Brain. Will that look bad? It will look bad. We gonna do this? I'll have to. I'll make a new entranceway. I'll probably like hollow this out instead and be able. Can I reach you? Oh, that is too far down. I can't reach the fourth one though. That's really inconvenient. I'll think of this off screen. Anyways, like I was saying, I feel like if I fail, if in the long run that I fail in making the community grow, and in the end I have to stop, because I mean, one of these days, especially even the people that I enjoy watching every day, I mean, it's almost impractical to think that you're going to be making videos like in your 60s. But I'd like to do this as long as I can. But if I end up failing and growing the community, and one of these days I have to end up stopping because real life ends up hitting out. I feel like I'm not only failing myself, but I'm failing you guys. In the end, I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add some dye right here on the back ends. Give it a little bit of dimension. Oh, I need to slab that up. Better? Question mark? Let's do this. Let's do this right here and try this out. Oh, it won't connect on this side though. I'm gonna try it anyways. But I feel like I was thinking to myself, I feel like if I end up failing and then I end up not able to get the community to grow like I want it to grow, or I want to get to grow as best as I can possibly get it to grow, and I end up failing at that and I have to quit one day, I end up feeling bad because I end up failing you guys. So I'm at a dilemma. I'm at a weird point where I'm just like, okay, do I beg for likes or do I not beg for likes? Dang it. It's hard to just make those decisions because I always feel like I don't want to be a like whore, but at the same time I don't want to fail. Just life in general is really weird, trying to make these decisions. Is that good? I don't know if that's good. Maybe I can insert some glass in here. I don't like that. Let's take this out. And I had an idea, but I don't have... I wish there was You know what? Diorite fences is another thing that I really wish we had. I really wish we had diorite fences. That would be great. Let's do that instead. And then let's carry this to here. No. Give me that back. No. I have an idea. Give me that. Give me that. Give me you. No, give me you. That'll work. I like it. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, cool. Now, is it connected to this bag? Is it connected? Let's go ahead and connect this like so. Let's just do this. Make a staircase pattern just like so on each side. And boom. Let's go ahead and do that and do that. And I think what I might do, just for a little bit of an accent, let's do this like that. It actually looks like a chicken house. Chicken coop. That wasn't what I was going for, but I ended up making a chicken coop. Interesting. You know, for chickens that are frying. Now I just gotta figure out the logistics behind this, and then we'll be I need you. Come back. I gotta figure out a way back up. Okay, so anyways, that was on my brain. Let me know that in the comment section if I'm overthinking it. I don't know. One of the things that I hate doing is failing. I just don't like it. I want to make sure that I do everything I can to make sure I succeed. And unfortunately, in this line of industry, I can't do that on my own. So I need help doing that. So if you guys want to help out doing that, the best way to do that is by hitting the like button. If you're still here, let me just say this. If you're still here, usually you've already done that. So I'm really, to be honest, I'm preaching to the choir. So anyways, back to what I was doing. Let's see. The other thing that I need to do is finish this over here. So let's go ahead and go take a look at that. So the other thing that was on my mind was, during our Q&A session, I told you guys a lot about anime, and some of you really thought that was a really great idea, and some of you really caught on to that and said that, you'd check out those shows. But one of the shows that I recommended was New Game, and they came out with a new season. Super happy. I really wish they'd called it New Game Plus instead of New Game, just 2 exclamation points. But I love it. Broken. Oh. Mojang, fix your game. But they came out with a new season, and I love it. I love it to death. So yeah, if you guys are looking for an anime to watch, I recommend watching New Game because for one, it's about video games, which is amazing, and number two, it's really cool. I just like it because it's funny. It's got comedy aspects to it, but at the same time, it's down to earth. And it's educational as well. So I recommend going and checking that out. Which, by the way, it's on Crunchyroll, not a sponsor. I wish I was sponsored by Crunchyroll. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful if I was sponsored by Crunchyroll. But I am not sponsored by Crunchyroll, if any of you guys are wondering. But I watch all of my stuff on Crunchyroll. Why did it make 4 stairs? Oh, when did they change that? Oh, that's rigged. I'm doing a little bit of sculpting work with this entranceway here, and I just thought I'd show you guys. They changed the quartz freaking recipe, and I don't think that's always been like that. There's no way. Wait, they changed it for all of them? What the heck? I remember there is no way it's always been like that. I remember them being H recipe gave you 6 of them. That's terrible. I need to stop. You know, I almost said that's retarded. Now that's another thing that I'm trying to change in myself. I want to not use retarded as a usual word. I don't like using it because it's a terrible word, especially if it just sounds bad. So I want to stop using that. I like that entranceway. It looks really good, but I think I'm gonna end up nope, bumping my head. I was afraid I was gonna bump my head on that one. But why Mojang? You know, there's another thing I don't like. I usually, if you guys watched my Q&A thing, I always said that there was only like 2 pet peeves that I have that I can't control, that I have that just bother me. But there are a lot of other things that just small things, just very small things that can get to me. And of course you guys have experienced this before in videos before, because I usually just complain about it. But one of the things that I don't like is, well, about myself, is that I complain about a lot of things. Because I just can. I like complaining. It's just one of the things I've always been really good at. But with that being said, one of my really bad pet peeves is, well, I have 2 different ones that kind of apply to this here area. Number 1 is I don't like it when, how do I put this? I don't like it when somebody, well, let's just say a company, let's see, because Google has done this before. Let's just say they add functionality to a game and they make it better. Let's just say they add it into a game, they added a system into the game that does something, and then they change it later. I don't like that. Or when they add something into, and Google and YouTube has done this, and they've added functionality into the game, and then they take it away after we've already had it for so long. And I hate it when people do. I just don't like that. Why would you take something away? Why would you take away a feature? That's like saying, like on the iPhone, it's like, well, you know what? I like the headphone jack, but let's take that away. I'm still salty about that. I haven't had an iPhone in like 2 years, but I don't like it. I don't like that they did that. I'm glad that well, you know, they're future-proofing it. I understand that they're trying to do things with the futureness, and I don't like it. I wish they just kept it. It would have been a lot better if they just kept the headphone jack. But on YouTube's side, and what they did was they ended up taking away annotations, and I really hate that because I used to use them a lot, and I don't care if they were considered quote unquote dead. I still use them. So I just, it's functionality, man. It's something they took away that they shouldn't have. And one of the other things that I just don't like, and I know you guys have seen me do this in a video before, especially, I'm pretty sure you have anyways, is when I tell something to do something. Or let's just say it's not really, I don't ever just direct this towards people, but if I tell, let's just say the instance of when this happened was, I told Minecraft to turn off the game music, and it didn't turn off the game music. I instantly got really upset with the game for some strange reason. That's just one of the things. I don't understand why I did. I just got really mad because the game wasn't doing what I told it to do. And I guess that's just one of the things I just don't like, especially, I mean, it happened last night as well. This is kind of like a little sneak peek into my life, but I was laying in bed and I have a it's kind of like if you have like your sheets, you have sheets, right? And underneath the sheets, you usually put something that makes things comfortable. Some people put a foam little thing. I don't know what it's called, but like an insert foam thing. And for me, I have like a little feather blanket underneath there. But unfortunately, it slides around a lot. And I usually keep it where I want it to be. But for some strange reason, it slides around a lot. And it got me upset because it just wouldn't be. It wasn't staying in the place that I was telling it to stay, and I got upset with it and I got mad. So if I ever tell something to be somewhere, or if I ever try to get something to stay somewhere and then it doesn't do that, it bugs me. I really don't like it. And see, just like that, with a little bit of elbow grease, we can go in and change this dirty looking mine entrance into something that's really presentable. I like how the design that came out. I just kind of freehanded this, and this is what ended up coming out. These really look cool as little support structures. This adds a lot of light and a lot of really nice color. I still gotta do the roof, by the way. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hollow that out. I'm gonna make this layer, I'm actually gonna make this side where this stone is at, that's going to be glass, and right above that's gonna be diorite. I did the little accent pieces down here to add some blue in there, and it's basically gonna be the same idea as I did right here. I got a little low light, so I ended up putting glowstone on these ones, but no one's gonna really notice that, especially if you're just walking by. But yeah, I really like it. I really like how it came out, and then just ignore the blocks that are scatmatting up there. That's just, Yeah, you guys need to go ahead and fix your game. But anyways, I still got to do this, and hopefully we can make this look really good. Let's put that there, and that there, and that should be there. That should be done. All right, guys, check it out. So this is the design that I ended up going. Well, I ended up going with. So I took the theme that I had here, and I finished the roof, by the way. But I took the theme that I had here, and I went ahead and I implemented these pillars because I really liked how they looked, and I implemented them over here, except I put them in the corners. And then I did a cool design with the walls. Of course, I didn't want them to be flush because flush is boring, and just smooth surfaces are boring. So I went ahead and did that like this. I had like a cool design, you know, just wanted to implement a lot of blue and white. And then I did the same thing over here, up here. And then I originally just had this flat, and I was like, nope, boring, bland, blah. So I started to make curves and stuff, and this is what I came up with. And I really like it, and we've got blocks up there, and I am filled up to the brim within my inventory. And it is extremely difficult to build, especially when you're building ceilings, and it's just it was terrible. But we have finished this. Now there's one thing I want to grab. I want to grab you, and I want to check something really quickly to make sure nothing's broken down here because a lot of blocks fell. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab these guys out of there. You should be good now to roll. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. But yeah, that should be it for today's episode, guys. I got a lot more done today than I thought I was going to. We were able to finish this, and we're able to finish, well, that little area over there as well. And oh, hello. Hello. Goodbye. I don't want you sneaking up on me. That'd be terrible. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Hope you guys had fun today, because I had a lot of fun today. I had a lot of fun building that stuff today. That was stuff that I really needed to get done. I didn't do this at the beginning of the episode, and most of the people are probably already gone, which is kind of sad face, fat panda. Not everybody makes it to the end of the video, but for those of you who did, I had this many blocks. I was going to show this at the beginning of the episode, but I totally forgot about it. I spaced about it. I wanted to hurry up and get this video done, but that's how many blocks we ended up coming out with after I smelted all the iron and I smelted all the gold and I made all the blocks of diamonds that I had. But unfortunately, this is, I think, 122, and we need 164 or so. We need like 40 more blocks. Which might not sound like a lot, but that's a lot when it comes to ores. So I am gonna have to do another mining session to get more ores for our beacon room. That's the reason why we didn't do our beacon room today. That was one of the things that I wanted to do. I was gonna implement it into the beginning of the episode, telling you that was one of the things that I wanted to do, but I couldn't do. But I didn't do that because I forgot to do that. Oh well, it's a thing. So anyways, that's one of the things that I got to get finished so that we can go ahead and make our beacon room. Other than that, we got to do that up there, but I didn't have time to do that today because I didn't have enough time to think of a cool little area up there for that, and I do apologize for that. I hate complaining so much, but you know how time stuff is. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said earlier, I had so much fun today. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, you know where to put it. But if you didn't enjoy it, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Like I was about to say, you guys have been showing such amazing support on all of our series so far, and I want to say thank you guys for all your amazing support. Guys, if you did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out more than you guys know. Again, preach to the choir. If you're still here, 9 out of 10 times you've already done that, but I might as well say it anyways. I need to start saying it at the beginning of the episode. I always feel like I sell out when I do it, though. I'm one of those people who just doesn't like reiterating stuff like likes, like subscriptions and stuff like that. It's just something I don't like doing. But yeah, don't forget to post any questions, comments, or smart marks in the comment section down there. I love hearing from you guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. And have a great and wonderful rest of your day. See you guys in the next video.